Welcome you students. I come up with a question from projections of plane surface. First I will read out the question so that you may get what it is being given in the question. A thin circular plate of 60 mm diameter rests on HP on a point on its circumference. The plane is inclined at 45 degree to HP and the diameter passing through the resting point which is perpendicular to VP. Draw its projection. So, if you take the given data, what about the object? It's a circular plate. Circular plate. Then, how it is resting? How it is resting? Diameter 60 it is given, okay, and then rest on HP on a point on its circumference. So it is resting with circumferential point, resting with circumferential point on HP, and then surface inclination. What about the surface inclination? The second line it is mentioned. The plane is inclined at 45 degree to HP. Plane. We know surface, other name is plane, lamina, then plate, something like that. Am I right? So here it is given plane is inclined. So they are talking about the surface inclination. Okay. Surface, other name plane, which is inclined 45 degree to HP. Then the edge or the special conditions. We have to take or grasp the data about the edge or special condition. Here, as far as this circle is concerned, there is no edge or there is no side or corners. So here we can see the special kind of conditions. So here what it is given, and the diameter passing through the resting point which is perpendicular to VP. The special condition given is special condition. Okay. It is given as the diameter passing through the resting point which is perpendicular to VP. Okay, right. Let me see what is happening when you are forming the final front view and final top view. Okay, always we will do the projection in the first quadrant, the first angle projection. This is how capture. Above the reference line is a VP and below the reference line is HP. We must undergo three stages. First one is a simple position. Second one is a surface inclination. And the third one, it's a edge or the special condition. Here is a special condition is given. Okay. See, first in the simple position, always we know in order to take the assumption, we have to see the surface inclination. Since the surface is inclined to HP, we're going to take the object just parallel to HP. Since it is inclined to HP, we're going to take it is parallel to HP. Okay, parallel to HP. If you take parallel to HP, what happens? From the top view, the true shape of the circle can be viewed. In the front view, we can get the straight line. So in the top view, in the HP plane, we're going to get the trace when it is parallel to HP. So I going to draw a circle with the radius 30 mm by taking it in the compass. I have drawn the circle. Okay. So after having it, divide it into 4 equal parts. If you want a more accurate shape of the the final front view and final top view, you can go with the 8 equal separation. Here I am doing with the 4, right? So in order to get the separation, I am going to draw a horizontal line through the center, and then by keeping your protractor, you can take 90 degree and draw a line, vertical line passing through the center, so that you could be able to divide it into 8 equal parts. Now it is been kept in the first quadrant, something like this. For the simple position, I am going to take this as A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So here comes A, B, C and D. Okay, this is the view. So you can make as a dark one with the HP pencil, make a dark diagram. Okay. Then go for the front view. So for that, take the projectors from H points on the circumference of the circle, and if you draw a horizontal line between the projectors, you will get the trace of the front view for the simple position. Okay, this is the trace. It's a straight line. So when you do the observation from the front, the observer position will be something like this. So A, B, C will be visible and D will be invisible. So A, B and C will be visible and D will be invisible, just lies behind D. So nearby B, make a bracket and note the D. Okay, it is just lying behind B. Fine. So go to the surface inclination. As far as the surface inclination is concerned, and the question it is given 45 degree incline to HP. So now the observation we have taken something like this. Now you are going to incline the object 45 degree with HP. Okay. So condition, when you are inclining the surface, one of the circumferential point should rest on HP. So here, as far as the circle is concerned, there is no side or there is no edge. So positioning, if you position in any position, we can get the exact things. Okay. So here, if you see, I am going to incline the object something like this. So naturally, you will get the one of the point on the circumference just rest on HP, right? So this is the exact position for the surface inclination. So from the front view you can get the straight line, and from the top view you will get the skewed image. So I am starting with the front view here, since we know the true length. So take a point on the reference line and measure 45 degree. Just go for an inclined line, since we incline the object something like this. So we are taking from right to left. Then the same line should be taken over to the, or taken above the inclined line. So this C is the resting point on the HP. So I am gonna take this point as C1 dash, and by measuring C to A, I am going to transfer it, and this will be A1 dash, and taking the measurement C to B, just transfer it, you get point B1 dash and D1 dash. Now you draw a dark line between A and C, you will get the trace for the surface inclination in the front view. So this is with the angle 45, note it down. Okay. Now the top view, just take the projector. We are familiar, drop a vertical line, and from the previous stage take the horizontal lines from each and every points on the circumference of the circle. So you will get the trace like this. You will get the construction lines. So by the help of it, just do the mapping work so that you will get the this shape. So here is the A and here is the vertical A which is meeting at this point. So it becomes A1. Here is B and here is the vertical line which meets here. So it becomes B1. Here is C horizontal and here is the vertical. So this becomes C1. Here is the D1. Now try to trace it with a free hand. You should not use the scale to connect the points since it is a circle. When it is inclined, definitely the object obtained will be an ellipse. Okay. So if you draw a very good shape of ellipse, you can go for a dark line. So I am doing a dark line. So this is how you will get the trace. See, here is the true shape. When it is inclined at an angle of 45 degree, what is happening? It is just squeezing. Its size is just reduced, right? So it looks like an ellipse. Go to the third stage, special condition. So here it is given the diameter passing through the resting point is perpendicular to VP. Which is the point is resting? Which is the point is resting on HB? This C, am I right? C is resting. So the diameter passing through the resting point, that means they are talking about the line A1 to C1. The diameter passing through the resting point A1 to D1. So if you look the imaginary line of A1 to C1, it is just making parallel with VP. Am I right? It is need to be kept perpendicular to VP. Now it is parallel. A to C is parallel. It should be perpendicular. It is a very easy work. If you take a boundary, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Just picking it. If you rotate it and keep it, you will get the trace. Just you are picking and you are rotating like this so that it becomes 90 degree. That means line A1 to C1 becomes 90 degree to VP. So for that, in order to draw, what I am going to do is, first of all, I am going to take this line 1 to 4, right? So here, I am going to take the point as fourth one, just measure it. Before that, you have to be ready with the horizontal line and take the measurement and transfer it so that you will get the first point, this corner. And if you see all the boundaries being kept, all the adjacent side of the boundaries being kept 90 degree to each other. So from the fourth point, if you draw a 90 degree line and from the first point draw the 90 degree line, measure 1 to 2 and from the 1 just convey it, so you get the second point and just measure 4 to 3 and just transfer it, you will get the that point. Connect it. Now the boundary of the circle is being kept as this manner. Okay. Now try to pick all the points A, B, C and D. Think about the A, where it is placed between 1 and 4. So measure, I am measuring 1 to A, the distance, and from the 1 I am conveying it. So I get the A2. Where is B? Between 1 and 2. Measure it from 1. From the 1 just try to transfer it. So this becomes B2. Where is C? Between 2 and 3. So take the measurement from the 2 and just transfer it. So this becomes C2. Where is D? Between 4 and 3. Here. So take the measurement from 3 and just transfer it. So this becomes D2. If you draw or if you connect all those picked points with the free hands, you will get the trace of the same image which we got in the previous stage, surface inclination. We can get it in the parallel manner, right? Sorry, this diameter A2 see in the perpendicular manner. That means the line or the diameter passing through the resting point, if you take it, it will be 90 degree. Okay. So if it is the perfect shape of an ellipse, you can go for a dark line. Go for a dark line with a HB pencil. What is next? The final front view. So how will you take it? Yes, by the projectors. So take the line from each and every points from the circle. So this is how you will get. And from the front view, you have to take the horizontal projectors. So this is how it will be. Remove all the edges of line. So this is the boundary for our diagram. So now do the tracing mapping works. So here is A, here is A. So this A is your A2 dash. Where is B? Here is B and here is B. So it becomes B2 dash. C, horizontal. Where is vertical? C, here it is. So this becomes C2 dash. Where is D? Horizontal and vertical. So this becomes D2 dash. Now try to connect it. Whenever the circle is being tilted, the object formed will be an ellipse. Okay. So just go for a trace of an ellipse. Once you observe the good shape, you can go for a dark line. Okay. So this is the final front view and this is the final top view. See, the C point is resting. When the surface is inclined, we kept C on HP, and at the final view as well, it is clearly showing the exact thing. Am I right? And the special condition is given, diameter passing through the resting point is perpendicular to VP. Here see, the diameter passing through the resting point is just 90 degree with VP. Okay. Then mark the dimensions. So here in the simple position, we can show the dimensions for the circle. So for that, take the leader line. For that, you have to take the line as this manner and capture with filled arrows at both ends and take the leader lines. Okay. And note above the line pi 60. Okay. It shows the diameter as 60, and afterwards you have to take the note about the dimensions. So for that, take the guidelines with 5 mm gaps and write all dimensions. All dimensions or in mm. I hope you understood. Thank you so much.